Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. And in this video, I want to talk about the short-term potential of Cardano. As you can see, we are currently above the bull market support band. However, we just had a cross on the bull market support band. I will talk about this very soon. First, let's talk about what's happening. So I think we are still in a second wave right here. Now, this is the second wave of the third wave of this 1-2 setup. I will explain that very soon as well. So I think this is just the A-B structure of the second wave, and if we get above the high right here, then yes, the second wave low could be in. However, if we do not get above this high, then I think it's likely that we get another low, and that could put us maybe at the 50% extension, which is at 73.5 cents, or even the 0.618 extension, which is at 71.4 cents. So if we see a C wave right here, do not be surprised. I mean, this will also be a rejection of the bull market support band, so if that happens and if we start going down, it would make sense because we had a cross. Now let me explain what happened here. After getting to the 0.618 support level of the main first wave right here, which was at about 50 cents, we formed a 1-2 setup on the chart right here, and the first wave only has 3 waves, which is not the best thing in the world. However, we can count it as a first wave move, and then the second wave moved down. As you can see, I mean, this could be counted as an A, B, C structure, and maybe we will get another low before we actually go with the third wave, because, you know, I mean, yes, we did get above the previous highs right here of the first wave, but, you know, this could just be an overextension of the B wave, and this could turn into an A, B, C structure. But keep in mind, we have another 1-2 setup on the chart right here, and the first wave right here actually has 5 waves. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. And yeah, if we respect support levels, then I don't think this is going to be an ABC structure for the second wave right here. However, if we get below the 0.786 support level, which is at about 68.6 cents, then we will most likely invalidate the whole 1-2 setup that we have on the chart, and we will get another low in the second wave. And if we get another low and we do not hold above 61 cents, then we will most likely get another low or a double bottom. Like I've been saying for the last couple of weeks now, it is possible that we test the 0.618 support level again, and I know not many people like to hear that, but you know, it is possible that we do it, and if we do it, it's not going to be the end of the world, as long as it's only a double bottom or something like, you know, a higher low or something. We cannot really afford to drop below the 0.618 support level, because the last support zone after that is at about 38 cents, and if we get below that level, I think the 1-2 setup will just get invalidated. Now keep in mind, the invalidation point is still at about 27.4 cents, so we do have a chance that we just, you know, go to like 38 cents and then we go up, but I don't really want to see that. I don't really want to see the price drop to the 0.618 support level again, but it could happen because we had a cross on the bull market support band, and now let me talk about that. So for this, I need to go on the daily chart, and I already know that not many people are going to like this, but I have to tell you this and you have to understand what's going on. So the last time we had a cross on the bull market support band, and the last time the bull market support band, the green line of the bull market support band, went below the red line, we had a huge drop on the Cardano chart, and the drop actually happened after the cross. As you can see, when we had the cross, I mean, Cardano was at about 68 cents. After the cross, in the next couple of months, Cardano dropped to about 27 cents. Now, I don't think we will get a drop like this. We already had a drop like this just a couple of days ago. Well, actually, a couple of weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago. So I don't think we'll drop much more, but it is possible that we drop again. And it would make sense because we are still in QT, we are not in QE. And also, the altcoin season does not usually start in February. Well, actually, it starts at the end of February or at the end of March, at least judging this by what happened in the last couple of cycles. And you know, I have said in the past that maybe Bitcoin dominance has already topped when we were up here, and it turns out that was wrong. It was, you know, just a fake out, because, you know, this actually happened during the halving year, and in the previous 2 cycles we never really topped on the Bitcoin dominance chart in the halving year. So I think that was our mistake. I think, you know, I think everyone was overly bullish, myself included, and I mean, yeah, we fell for the fake out, and right now we got another cycle high on the Bitcoin dominance chart, which could be the, you know, top. It could be the top, but like I said, until we actually, you know, start dropping like crazy, I cannot confirm confirm that the top is in, and we actually need a drop that looks like this. We cannot afford to drop like 6% and get another higher low, because after that we could always go up again. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Bitcoin dominance. Like I said, we should start dropping by the end of this month or by the end of February. I'm sorry, I meant to say the end of March. In the last cycle we started dropping at the end of March, and in the cycle before that we started dropping at the end of February. So it's really hard to say when it will start dropping in this cycle, but I think somewhere between February and March should be fine. I have already talked about this many times, and I think it's the time to start dropping. Like I said yesterday, if you did not watch my previous video, I mean, it could go, down right now, and if it doesn't go down until the, let's say, beginning of April, then things are going to turn bearish, because in the last two cycles, like I said, the altcoin season always started in either February or March, and if we do not do that in this cycle, then the 4-year cycle theory will just go out of the window, and I don't think we want that right now. We still need Bitcoin dominance to go down, and at some point it will go down, but it kind of needs to go down this year, because if it does not go down this year, of course, I mean, during this time, if it goes down, the altcoins will outperform Bitcoin. However, that's not bullish if Bitcoin does not go up during that time. If Bitcoin is in a bear market when Bitcoin dominance does this only means that the altcoins will not drop as much as Bitcoin, which means that yes, the altcoins will still drop, but they will not drop as much, and that's still not bullish. So we do not want a Bitcoin dominance drop during the Bitcoin bear market. So yeah, we need to start that this year. Now, going back to the Cardano chart, like I said, we had a cross on the bull market support band here, and now we had one again, and the last time we had a cross, it was not really bullish. Now, you could say that maybe this was just a one-time off, and maybe it was, but however, if you check out, the previous time before this, when we had a cross in the bull market support band, it was up here, well, actually down here, and after we had the cross, we never hit another low. As you can see, we stayed above this low that we hit right here. However, for the next like 2 months, we just went sideways, and this would make sense if it happened right now. And if we start the altcoin season at the end of March and not at the end of February, then I think this is the reason why. I think the cross makes a lot of sense. And yes, here we did not get another low, but we still got close to getting another low. I mean, these lows right here were at about 24 cents or so, and this one right here was at 22 cents. This was actually the bear market low. So yeah, do not get your hopes too high. Now, there's another scenario on the chart, and let me explain what that is. Like I said, we are in a similar looking structure to the structure we were in right here, and we are about to test the trend line for a 5th time if we actually start going up at some point. And I think we're actually down here from a structure point of view, because we just had a drop right here. Now, I know from the Elliott wave count point of view, we are already in a 1-2 setup, and from the 4-year cycle point of view, 4 years ago, we were already up here. However, you have to keep in mind that during this time, Bitcoin dominance was not going down. Cardano was pretty much going up on its own, and right now it's not. So it's not really bearish if we do not get this move right now, because Cardano in the previous cycle did this on its own. So I'm still expecting Cardano to go up when Bitcoin dominance goes down. And why do I believe we are down here and, not up here or something? Well, because here we also had a cross on the bull market support band. And as you can see, after the cross, we never really got another low after getting this low right here. So we could see something like this again. As you can see, between this cross and this cross, it took about 2 months. And during this time, Cardano was actually just going sideways, just like it was going sideways actually over here. So yeah, I'm not expecting, many other lows, but I am expecting Cardano to not do much for the next couple of, maybe let's say 1 month or so, because I mean, it never really did anything in the past couple of cycles, well, actually in the past couple of years after getting a cross. And I have another example right here. We had a cross on the bull market support band, and we just went down for about, a couple of months. I think it was like 6 months. Now, I'm not expecting Cardano to go down for like 6 months, because we are not in a bear market, we're in a post-halving year. But yeah, we could just do absolutely nothing until the end of March, and if we do that, it's not going to be the end of the world, and until we actually, get below support levels, we should be fine. Even if we drop to like 38 cents, which I don't think it will happen, but even if we do that, then, as long as we react to the support zone, we could get a bounce after that. Now, I also have to mention that we had, we went to the oversold territory on the daily chart, and this only happened a couple of times, and the last time we got to the oversold territory on the daily chart was down here when Cardano was at this low at 27 cents. When we got to the oversold territory up here, we were at about 51 cents, which is obviously way better than 27 cents. So I think that Cardano will still get a third wave of a third wave very soon. And the main third wave, I've talked about this yesterday, and I'm expecting the third wave right here to top by the end of May. And you should watch yesterday's video if you haven't. And that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.